Lawrence here to give you a quick tour of OneNote and explain a few basics about how to get organized with your teaching materials. So I plan to keep this under 5 minutes, and this one's going to be on basic stuff that I think was covered by a gentleman from Eastside Catholic, but I think it will be helpful. As you can see over here are my notebooks. I haven't always had this many notebooks. I gradually built them up as I came to see how useful OneNote could be. As you can see, I have 2 notebooks for my AP class, 2 notebooks for my 9th grade English class. The reason I did this, Mr. Olinger suggested I have a master notebook, which I use for organization, and a notebook for my class, which is very different. This includes the student notebooks. So the master notebook is for my own organizational purposes. So across the top are the main section groups I have in my master notebook for my AP English class. Within each section group I have sections, and within each section are pages. So that's the way that works. Usually on the welcome page I have kept this, since there's some instructions here I might want to look at it sometime. I also usually include initial page with the cover of the book. I tend to like that. It just kind of gives it some visual appeal, and it kind of helps me, kind of simulates opening a book, that type of thing. Have a link here I put in here to some teacher resources I'll be getting during the training on June 2nd. I'll put a place in here for reflection, ideas for upcoming year, that type of thing. This is the old book, so I have a new edition this year. My first section, lesson plans, I have divided this up into sections. Table of contents, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. This is an independent reading assignment, which they'll be doing all year, but I'll be collecting probably toward the end of third, maybe fourth quarter. First semester exam, second semester exam. So I'm all set here to think about the year. First quarter, just some preliminary organization here. This is something I started working on a couple of weeks ago. The first page, first quarter, you can see this section is kind of just a place where I have kept some ideas for the summer book, a play that we're going to read. First off, I got to cover some drama terms. Stories, my textbook is organized, or there's a place that tells you where different themes are covered. So I plan to cover a theme, individual and society, and these stories have to deal with that theme. Poems, plays. This is something we got during the training on block schedule. I put this in here as a reminder, and then I built a little template I could use to maybe jot down some lesson plans that will keep me focused on not going on too long with the boys. Then I went down here and just made some pages. Again, this is all pages I made. I can insert a page wherever I want to. This is the initial section where I have kind of the forest view of the year. I organized by week. You might want to organize by unit, whichever you prefer. So what I did was I made week 1. I went to the master calendar and found the dates, and then I nested these pages under here so they're all related. I can close that if I want to. So these are just placeholders for things that I'm going to do during this first week. Obviously go over the syllabus, practice tests. I'll probably start doing some practice tests. I want to talk about close reading, writing skills, poetry, etc. Then I have second week. So what I can do is go in here, and when I'm ready, insert the actual lesson or worksheet or whatever it is that I plan to use, and then I can distribute 2 student notebooks. So this is a very handy way where I can actually come in here. It's almost a combination of a paper planner that a teacher traditionally uses, and then with the actual assignments in there. And instead of having to go to the photocopier and make photocopies, you just simply distribute to the student notebooks. So again, to review, I've got my notebooks here. I even have a personal one here for some family research. I found it so helpful. Sometimes you get that message. Grade level meetings, all these notebooks, 2 for each class. I have a master notebook that I then divide into section groups, lesson plans, exam, instructional library, etc. And then I have pages. So that's it for now. I wanted to keep it right at about 5 minutes. I hope this is helpful, and I will be doing another one shortly that goes into a bit more depth. Thank you.